morning children. Welcome to the EVS2 class. So children, we have finished our first lesson, that is explorations, discoveries and inventions. So shall we proceed to a second lesson? Yes children, all of you take out your workbook. Yes, take out your workbook, page number 9. Yes children, and what is in page number 9? You can see the name of the lesson given. And what is the name of the lesson? Can you all see? All of you ready with your textbooks? Yes. The name of the lesson is The Shape of the Earth. Okay children? So children, before we proceed with the lesson, let me give you the objectives, and after this I will share the PDF file of the objectives so that you can write it down in your class or copy. So what are the objectives? What shall we study in this lesson? Though it's not clear, you won't be able to understand the terms, but later on when we proceed with the lesson, you will be easily able to understand these objectives. So what is the first objective? Children will learn about the shape of the earth and its movements. Number 2, we'll know why the earth is an oblate sphere. Number 3, we'll be able to compare the planets of the solar system. Number 5, we'll study about latitudes and longitudes. Number 6, we'll know about the positions of continents and oceans. Number 7, we'll know about the continental drift. Number 8, we'll know about finding a sea route from one place to another. Okay children, so shall we proceed with the chapter? In your book, children, you can see there is a pink color paragraph is given, and it's a conversation between 3 children. And when you will read, you can see that the 3 children is discussing about an astronomer. Now, who is an astronomer, children? An astronomer is a person who studies the space, okay, the skies, the stars, the moon, other planets, okay, who studies the universe. That person is called an astronomer. And you can see there in your book a very famous German astronomer, Johannes Kepler, is mentioned. Now, who is a German astronomer? People who belong to the country of Germany is called a German astronomer. Oh, German. Okay, German. Now, this person, Johannes Kepler, is a German astronomer. He belonged to the country of Germany. And he discovered a very interesting fact. He told that planets don't move or go around the sun in circles, but they go around in the shape of an egg. You know the shape of an egg. What is the shape of an egg? Oval. So planets, okay, all planets, remember the earth we stay, okay, the earth is also a planet. So the earth suppose this is earth, okay, and the earth, which is a planet, goes around the sun not in circle, okay, but it's the shape of, in the shape of an egg, ellipse, okay, it's called ellipse. It goes around the sun in the shape of an ellipse. This is what Johannes Kepler discovered. So okay children, let's proceed to the next topic, which today we will study is the shape of the earth, and number 2, movements of the earth. We'll study about 2 very interesting topics. One is the shape of the earth and movement of the earth. So first we come to the shape of the earth. Now what is the shape of the earth? Children, the shape of the earth is not round, neither sphere. Now what is the shape? The shape of the earth is not like this, okay? You can see in your book, the shape of the earth is very clearly given. The shape of the earth is not spheres, it is oblate sphere. Can you see in your book? Yes children, you see, you look at your book and it's given the shape of the earth is a oblate sphere. So what do you understand by oblate sphere? Like it's from the top, and both of the tops it's flat, and at the sides it's bulging. Okay children, flat at the top, bulging at the sides. So what is an oblate sphere? Flat at the top and bulging at the sides. So you can see in a book that the shape of the earth is an oblate sphere. So if someone asks you what is the shape of the earth, you cannot tell it, it's sphere. Since you know, now you know, you'll have to tell it's an oblate sphere. And then children, we come to study about two movements of the earth. The earth, what does it do? It has two movements. One is rotation, R-O-T-A-T-I-O-N, and the other is revolution, R-E-V-O-L-U-T-I-O-N. You can see in your book, rotation and revolution. Now what is rotation and revolution? Now children, suppose this is the earth, okay, and it has an imaginary, the earth has an imaginary line. The people has imagined. In reality, this line is not there. This is an imaginary line which passes through the earth, and it's called an axis. Okay, children. Now, suppose this is the earth. Okay, and this earth, what it does? This earth, this is the axis. Okay, this is the metal rod. Okay, and this passes through the earth, and this is the axis. And the rotation, what is rotation? This is this movement of the earth, okay? On its axis, the earth will remain in the position and will move on the axis in this way. And this is called rotation. And what is revolution? While rotating, it goes round the sun also. Okay, children? While rotating, it goes round the sun. It will rotate also, simultaneously it will revolve also. This is called revolution. This is rotation, movement of the earth on its axis, and while rotating, it goes round the sun, and this is called revolution. So children, is it clear? First, we have studied about rotation. Rotation is this movement. Sorry, children. Rotation is this movement, and simultaneously it goes round the sun. So children, we shall stop here, otherwise you will be confused. So first children, we have studied about what? That the earth is an oblate sphere, flat at the top, bulging in the middle. Okay children, flat at the top, bulging in the middle. Then rotation, movement of the earth on its axis, it's called rotation. And revolution is while rotating, it goes round the sun. Okay, and this movement is called revolution. So children, you please go, whatever I have explained, you read the chapter, okay, then it will be more clear to you. So tomorrow we shall continue with the lesson and meet you tomorrow. Okay children, have a good day. Bye bye children.